Hello, Aries. This is your reading for June. I haven't done astrological readings in a very long time for each sign, or I should say the zodiac readings for each sign, but I've been guided to do it for this month, June. It's such a month of shifts and new cycles. I thought, yeah, it's time to do this. So I'm going to be going back into my one of my favorite decks, the Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull probably 3 cards for each sign, as well as I'm going to see how each sign is being activated. Going to look at that, as well as, because we're going through so many activations and shifts and changes and starting so many new chapters and cycles, I also thought it would be good to give everybody a dragon card. I actually did a reading for myself last night, and I was guided to go through the dragon deck as well as the Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck, which I do for myself every month. So really, I'm sharing the reading that, or the guidance that I get every month with everybody else. All right, so let's look at each sign and see what's coming up. And Aries, you're always the first one up. All right, so let's see what is coming up for Aries. June, brand new cycles, brand new chapters. And new cycles could always look and feel a little different. It all depends on truly what we've been doing, what we've been working towards, what we've been manifesting, what we've been trying to achieve. So when these new cycles and shifts really start to manifest, really depends on truly what we've been preparing ourselves for. And sometimes we don't know what we've been preparing ourselves for, and sometimes we actually do. So but we never really know that moment when it's like, all right, time to roll. But June is one of those time to roll months, but it's also asking us to ease into it with some rest as well as organization. So even though it's the beginning of a new chapter, it's truly feeling like that phase of um, when we've finished crawling, but now we're really starting to walk that new walk. So baby steps. Baby steps and rejuvenation. I have branded this month rejuvenation because we are definitely coming into full bloom, just like the flowers. And we're doing that in a very gentle and organized and focused way. All right, so let's see what's coming up for Aries. Let's see what's coming up for the Aries sign. All right, and now I'm going to put the camera down. Yeah, let's just pull all the cards out one time. And then we can focus the camera onto the table. See how Aries is being activated as well. So the cards that came out are Crown, Lemurian Shaman, and Fire of Transformation. So definitely you're going through a period of releasing and Fire of Transformation, going through a lot of changes, called to go through a lot of changes. Like your dragon is your dragon is already here. All right, hold on, let's finish shuffling that. Just wondering if I should put this activation out now or later, but it's interesting. All right, yeah, well, let's take that. I am present, yes. And then the dragon card for Aries. So Aries, yeah, you're going through a lot of transformation right now. Radical purification is what the Fire of Transformation card says. Radical purification. I think that's the best description of it. Big changes, Aries. And you're going to have the deep blue dragon to help you go through these changes. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's how we're starting things off. All right. Let's go down to the deck and see and show you what came up. Okay. So we have Crown, right to know, go beyond attachments, and divine alignment. And whenever we're at that moment, it's truly, like I said, we've been preparing ourselves already for this. It's only about really focusing and allowing the transformation, that true allowance of saying, okay, yeah, I accept that all of this stuff is happening. This is what I'm prepared to do, and truly getting my mind and my heart in alignment so that I can walk through this moment that I've been preparing for, right? And the Lumerian shaman, shadow dissolving in the gaze, truth going beyond fear, initiation. So, yeah, that's why I said there's a lot of what I'm energy that I'm getting for Aries is you have prepared for this. And again, we're in this June is again rejuvenation coming into full bloom. So you've been preparing, Aries. It's only a matter of you actually seeing. The clarity is so important. Clarity of seeing and knowing when that opportunity knocks, feeling the changes, being ready to walk through these doors, knowing that I am capable. Again, dissolving more fear. It's a period of initiation for you this month of June. Initiating mean I know I'm ready to go to the next level. When we're being initiated, we're answering those calls. We're answering those calls, and the Lemurian shaman is one that is able to see beyond the veil, to dissolve the illusions and the fears, as well as helping other people do that. So, what a lot of the stuff that you're doing is truly dissolving the densities within your field. You could be clearing through some ancestral stuff or helping other people, but it's big initiations allowing you to make these leaps that we are being called to make June. And yes, June is that month of leaping into our best selves and really grounding in and starting that work. So like I said, blooming. The root is there, the stem is there, the flower is now blooming and ready to be seen and shown. So that fire of transformation, rapid transformation, the phoenix rising, all of them, all of your cards, divine alignment, um, beyond fear, initiation, and now this fire of transformation, all speaking towards clearing one path and going into another, going into a new cycle, right? Radical transformation using the violet flame. If you're not familiar if with the violet flame, you probably are. If you're watching this, you probably are. Use the violet flame to continue to help you. And purple, I was guided to pull all my purple crystals out last night. Actually, one is there. This one I couldn't find, but I was guided to pull all of my purple crystals out last night. And my citron, I actually have them over on my by my bed desk, on my crystal grid, the purple and the citron, right? So pull out your amethyst and your citron and do some tapping into those crystals, also those colors, and allow your transformation to happen, right? Allowance is so big right now. Allowing what we're being called to do and to release and to call in, us being, and when we allow it, that just means we're on board. We're not fighting it. We're not in that mode of resistance. We're more going with the flow. So that allowance truly, quote unquote, allows what we want to come in. We have to be a willing partner towards our own transformation and ascension and the changes that we want. And you're tapping into your I am presence, right? You're tapping into your higher self. You're tapping into your guides, your ancestors. You're tapping into you. You're tapping into your ancient self. You're tapping into your wisdom. All of that. The I am presence represents the best within us, the magnificence within us. It represents our divine nature. So you're tapping into that. And with all of this transformation that you're doing now, it is to hear your divine self and to be more aligned. Like they said, divine alignment. The divine alignment is tapping more and more into our crown and our I am self. So this is the crown chakra, and our I am self is right above that. So it's beautiful that they both came out for you, Aries, because that's truly what's happening. And you're using the medicine of the Lemurian shaman to do that. Or you can use the medicine of the Lemurian shamans to do that. And Lemurian basically tapping into the waters, tapping into your colors, tapping into crystals, tapping into the higher frequencies of balance and harmony. So as you go through these shifts and changes, really remember balance, harmony, love. That's what the Lemurian energy is all about, right? And then the deep blue dragon. I'm going to go into the oracle to read this one for you, but it keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Beautiful, because basically what's happening, or what's gonna happen for you this month, Aries, is that like again, there's a combination of, everybody's on a different timeline. And some people are truly prepared to jump in that new boat right now. And some of us are just now preparing, starting the preparation. Some of us are in the middle of the preparation. We're all on, again, we're all on different points of our timeline. But what I see happening with your cards is that you've really come to a pivotal point where you've done a lot of the clearing work, and now it's just really trusting, because you have the energy that's saying, hey, we're going to clear this path for you. The paths are clear. You just need to trust. And that is, you see, tapping in, when you tap into your higher self, you realize I'm not alone on this journey of my life. I have a team of higher energies that really are walking this with me and side by side and supporting me and my wishes and my wants. So it's a very sacred place of trusting and allowance. That's why that word allowance keeps on coming in, because the trust is needed to know that, hey, it's all good. It's like going back into just one of these things that you learn along the path, is that there's this balance between the duality of good and evil. And sometimes when we are stuck between, oh, is this good or is this bad, we don't actually realize, hey, it doesn't have to be good or bad. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, quote unquote good, quote unquote bad, but it's more about trusting and knowing and doing, right? So when you know that the path is clear, all you have to do is trust it and do your part, knowing that here there's this team and the higher self, the blue, that kid again, the blue indicating the your will, your throat chakra, right? So the path is clear for you to speak your truth, for you to activate your will. It's just a matter of you having that courage to continue to walk your path, tell your story, say your truth, and use your expression to bring forth everything that you're trying to bring forth for yourself. It says, trust that you are protected, walk on a path of light. And I'm guided to go into the book for you, Aries. I will go into the book for each sign, one card, and I'm guided for this one, this pile, to go into the blue dragon card. All right, the deep blue dragon card. All right, let's see what that is, and let's also see what dimension. Let's see what dimension that one is tapped into. The deep blue dragon. Oh, wrong deck. It's not gonna find it in there. All right, deep blue dragon. Excuse my dad, he just walked into the house, if you can hear him. Okay, so the deep blue dragon, it says the deep blue dragons work with Archangel Michael, the angel of strength and protection. Also, throat chakra, right? That's our will, our divine will to be. That's what the blue represents. Dragons can delve into deep, dense matter in a way that angels cannot. They can clear and transmute lower frequencies up to 1 kilometer around those they work with. These frequencies may be our emotions and thoughts, or the emotions and thoughts of people in our vicinity. Many of us are very sensitive and do not realize how much the vibrations of others impact on us. Every time we walk in a crowd, we are in a sea of mixed energies, and these deep blue dragons are master clearance experts. They blow away the foggy vibration, and then Archangel Michael can more easily connect with us and place this deep blue cloak around us. The card is suggesting that you call on the deep blue dragons to protect you or your loved ones. Visualize a protecting army of deep blue dragons gliding in front of you wherever you walk or drive. Let them precede you into your home or office. Ask them to dive into the ground below your house to consume all lower energies. Ask them to keep an area of 1 kilometer around you totally clear. Relax and trust this is happening. Because the deep blue dragons are transmuting the lower emotions of those in your vicinity, you are no longer moving through the dense energies of other people. Notice how much lighter and happier you feel. You can serve the planet by asking deep blue dragons to dive under your shopping mall, schools, big buildings, or anywhere you feel they are needed to consume dense vibrations. And that comes, the deep blue dragon comes from the fifth dimension. So the main essence of that is knowing that you're walking with protection, and you can, and you know what, I'm going to add to that because it's something that I was listening to last night, and they were talking about when we call for protection as opposed to when we call for love. Let love be your protection, all right? Because they, you know, and then I kind of agree with it. It's like this thought of, what do I need to be protected from? You know, if I know that all is well, right? So again, in this walk, we come across a lot of symbolism. You know, the dragons, the unicorns, the fairies, all of this stuff. It's symbolism that taps into our subconscious mind. What you get from this is that you can use your will, again, that throat chakra, your divine will, the color blue, even if you don't want to attach it to a dragon per se. The dragon energy is used in transformation, because the dragon, if you think about that animal, it was able to spew fire, and fire is the energy of transformation. So whenever we use the big noisy motorbike passing, whenever we use the dragons, it's really to clear through, and using that energy to help us to truly transform. It's just like the symbolism of the phoenix rising out of the fire. So the dragons have that same power. And again, what I was getting was, you know, you're clearing through a lot of stuff, and now it's a need for you to trust that what you have done has arrived, and what you've been asking for, working towards, it's here. And you have to realize that, okay, you are in this moment of the phoenix rising, and rapid transformation has happened. You have dissolved some of your fears, and you're moving beyond the fear, and that's why it's so important for you to know that your path is clear. So just trust, and do your thing, Aries. It's your season. It's everyone's season, but go ahead. The cards confirm. Do your thing, Aries. Like those fires. All right. Bye.